Hi, today I'd like to show you a demo of a new app I've made called Note Prompter. It's for the iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch. It's basically a teleprompter but for people who are trying to learn how to play a woodwinds instrument. So rather than having to learn all the note fingerings for your instrument up front and learn how to sight read sheet music, you can just launch the Note Prompter app and it will show you the note fingerings for a song in real time as the song plays. Here I launched the note prompter for flute, and when you first launch it you can immediately press play and it comes packaged with several files that are good starting points for you when you're starting to learn an instrument and want to learn the note fingerings. You see that the note fingerings go by in real time on the screen. You can make them bigger if you want to. It looks great if you put it on your music stand and play along with it. When you're first starting, that may be a little bit fast, so you can slow things down. Make it easier. Slow it way down. If you need to, you can see a note fingering and pause it. Continue to the next one. Work on that fingering. If you want to see the overview of the whole song instead of just a single fingering at a time, you can click over to this tab and you see that the note fingerings show up and you can look back on what's already played. It's running a little slow on my laptop now in the simulator because the video recording software is kind of bogging things down, but on the real device it works really quickly. I'm going to stop it and then we can go back and look at all these notes that have gone by. You can work on one page at a time at your own speed, scroll up, work on the next page. If you want to have a fingering chart reference, you can get that by clicking over to the Note tab and click the plus and minus buttons to see note fingerings for every note in the range of the instrument. One other really cool feature that's really useful is the ability to import MIDI files. So you see that by default when I start the Note Prompter, I actually have 36 prepackaged song files. So you got minor scales, major scales, and what you heard already, sort of a blues progression for the instrument. But I'm going to give you a demo here of importing a MIDI file. You can import a MIDI file from a click on a link in a web page or from an email attachment that maybe you send yourself or somebody sends you, like an instructor might send you an email with a MIDI file attachment. Here I've already Googled for a MIDI file for a cool Jethro Tull flute instrumental, and I'm going to pick one of those, go to the web page that hosts it, click the download link, come on internet. Here we go. Okay. Then I get this dialog box that asks me if I want to open it in Flute Prompter. Yes, I do. Okay. My computer's lagging a bit here. You hear it playing. There's a horrible wind sound going on. That happens to be because somebody decided to try to duplicate the breathing sounds that Ian Anderson puts in. There we go. Whoa, finally. Okay. Here we are finally. I'm going to turn off that breath sound. If you listen to Jethro Tull, you know that he likes to grunt and hum while he's playing the flute. Whoever made this MIDI file thought it would be interesting to put that in as a separate track. I don't think it adds anything, so it's a good way to show how you can disable tracks in the file if you want to shut things off. Say I want to shut this piano off, it's too distracting. I'm going to turn the bass off too. A couple bass tracks here. You can also switch over to listen to other, to view how you would play other tracks. There's a couple of, they're called here pan flutes, I think in the real recording, the recorders. I can click over to those And if those notes are in the range of the instrument, in this case the flute, it'll show you how you would play those instruments on your instrument. I'll go back to the main screen here. And here's a bunch of the fingerings from this song. Let me restart it from the beginning. There we go, it's resetting. Okay, so you get the idea there. Here's me slowing it way down. Say that you're working through this song and there's something that you, some passage you want to work on. You want to get straight to it without having to play through the whole song. You can do that easily. You set the range here when you start playing. And here we've jumped right into the hard flute solo he's doing. And he's ended it there. Let me switch over and show you one of the other instruments. I'll use the alto prompter. Here I'm just running the prepackaged blues progression in B flat. Make it big. Switch over to this screen. Note fingering charts if you want to look up notes individually. I'm going to pull up another MIDI file off the internet. It's a Dave Brubeck song, Take 5. Say that I want MIDI. There we go. Okay, let's get it. Okay. Open in Flute Prompter? No. I don't want to open this in Flute Prompter. I happen to have all of the current 6 versions here. I'm going to open it in an Alto Sax Prompter because it's an alto sax on this recording. On the real device, the graphics or the display would show up right away. Yeah, it's going by pretty fast, so if you're like me and you're just starting out, you're going to want to slow this way down. Maybe you want to shut off some of these other instruments because they're too distracting. Or hey, maybe you know what you might want to do at a certain point is it might be distracting to have the instrument you're trying to play playing while you're trying to play it, so you can mute that like that. So now you're seeing the fingerings, but they're not playing and distracting you. Okay, so this app is what they call a universal app for iOS devices. So if you buy it for one iOS device you have and you use the same account on other devices, you're going to automatically be able to download it for free on those devices. Or if you only have an iPhone or an iPod Touch, that's cool. You buy it off the App Store and you can run it on that device, and it's still a good experience. Here I'm switching over to show you the like 5th generation iPhone or iPod Touch in my simulator here. Okay. Okay, switch over, load the flute prompter in this simulator. I'm going to make the simulator screen a little bit smaller. Okay, there we go. So this is the same app. It's the same functionality. It's spread around a little bit different up through these tabs because the screen size is smaller. You can still do the slowing down. You can switch over and watch the notes accumulate as they're played. they'll scroll automatically for you, which is kind of cool. Then if you go over here and stop, go back to this section, you can scroll through them. I'm going to load the Jethro Tull file that I had downloaded. It's still here. Click it here. Now I want to shut off that track that has the annoying breath noise, so I clicked over to the track tab, and the tracks that are playing are black. The track that is highlighted and is going to be showing you the note fingerings is in red. So I'm going to scroll down here to control which ones are playing. I'm going to tap this one. It's going to shut that one off. So you heard the horrible Ian Anderson breathing sounds went away. You still got the ability to look up note fingerings. Over here, I showed you the load. And go back to loading the prepackaged files or ones I've downloaded. And, you know, that's about it. So if you're trying to learn one of these instruments, the flute, clarinet, sax, oboe, go and check out Note Prompter in the App Store. There's going to be a link here. More instruments are coming every day. I'm going to be releasing a soprano recorder version. I think a lot of kids around 4th, 5th grade are given a soprano recorder in school, and that'll be a cool, useful tool for them if they have maybe an iPod Touch. Bassoon version's coming soon, so check it out. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.